Are you recording this? Are you rejoicing in my suffering?
Yup, that's me, and I'm a man on a mission. What's up? My name is Gabriel Palacio. I'm the digital media coordinator for the Lights.
I've been living in Vegas since November 2024, running the Lights socials, creating content, and covering the club on away days.
And in this series, in this vlog, I wanna answer the question, can a social media person be as physically fit as a professional soccer player? And I know it's a crazy question, and the answer to many at first glance might be like, no, absolutely not. But I mean, let's have some fun in the process and see where it takes me. So there are two reasons why I want to do this. First one is to show everyone, fans, just people out there, that being a professional soccer player is very tough, that it's physically incredibly demanding, that it takes years and years of technical preparation, but also being at a physical tip-top shape, that, you know, many soccer players don't get the credit they deserve. You know, when they have a bad game, when they maybe don't score an easy goal, quote unquote, people are always like, you get paid the big bucks to do that and you can't do it. I should be there instead of you. And the reality is that no, bro, you shouldn't be there and you're not going to be there. Being a professional soccer player is tough. And I want to highlight through this vlog series how tough it actually is. And the second reason why is basically a personal objective. It's the off season. I'm taking this as a good excuse to get in good shape, to do some hard stuff, put in the work, and see where it takes me. So how are we going to determine if I'm in the same physical state of a professional soccer player? Because that's not easy, of course. We're going to use something called the beep test, which is an athletic performance test, basically a sprint test. I'm going to do the first one this week, second one in January once the players are back, and first one's going to be basically the benchmark. And right there is where we're going to determine if I have improved, but also if I'm at that level. If you want to see what the beep test is all about and you want to see me go ahead and do my first beep test, then just stick around. It's going to be very interesting.
It's 8 a.m. Today is beep test number 1. How do I feel? I'm a bit scared, to be honest. I don't know how I'm going to perform, but in the end, this is just a benchmark to compare it to my beep test in January. Did prepare a little bit for this. I did run a little bit. I did lift some weights. We'll see. Hopefully things aren't as bad as I think they're gonna be, but yeah. Whatever, let's do this.
What we're starting off with here is a little bit of...
That's Chris Dross, by the way, nutritionist and conditioning coordinator. He's going to be helping me out with warm-ups, weigh-in, plates testing, and everything I have to do before, during, and after the beep test.
baseline testing. So it's just going to be some force plate jumps just to give us an idea on where his power levels are in regards to how quick he can kind of make his jumping motion. And some of these numbers will also transfer over to some of the stuff on the field as well. 178.9.
Geez, I've gained 20 pounds since I got to Vegas.
Wait. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go hands on the hips the entire time for this. So you're gonna keep the hands on the hips when they go into a counter movement jump. All right, so you're trying to go max effort, trying to go as high as you can for each of these jumps. But you're gonna take your time in between each. Yeah, there you go. Let's get one more, try to land a little bit softer. There we go. Now we're gonna do the same thing, but now we're gonna go for about 10 seconds of repetitive jumps. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Got some results here. Your mean jump height was around 27.4 centimeters, which isn't bad. It's not amazing. Bruh. But it's also expected. You can see here also, this is just like a brief summary, but shows that you have a little bit more force coming out of your left side. Like you're pushing a little bit more to the left side. Jump height, RSI is at 0.47, which isn't bad either, but could definitely be a little bit quicker. Let's see counter movement. Your counter movement jump was highest was 36.1 centimeters. It's pretty good, but you still push off the left a lot more. So your left is kind of your dominant leg for you to generate power, but not bad. Put that outside. So basically what we're doing here, we have a 20-meter distance from orange cone to orange cone, which is our main working area. You have this red cone there in the back as well, but that's kind of more of like a catch your breath distance. So essentially what you're gonna do, once we turn the actual beep test audio on, you'll wait for there to go. You're gonna go from orange to orange and back, and you gotta get there before that second beep comes. It's progressively gonna get a shorter amount of time between beeps, which is where like the intensity starts to increase, but it'll also explain that to you.
What is your expectations for yourself for this one?
I'm probably gonna suck. Yeah, I'm not gonna be good, but that's what it's all about, you know, using these 2 months to get ready for the next beep test. And I want to have at least a good benchmark for the next one.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
The test begins at speed level 5. You have 14.5 seconds to run back and forth between the markers. The test begins in 5 seconds. 5, 1. 11, 1. 11, 2. 13, 2.
Better off going barefoot. This is the last one, make it a good one. Go.
13, 4.
Get back, get back.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Come on. Get back. Anytime. 13-4.
14, 1.
Are you recording this? Are you rejoicing in my suffering?
Positives, right? Positives. So the thing is, we've set the standard to be here, so now there's nothing but here. From here. It's only up. It's only up from here. Good work. You know, it just kind of puts into perspective where we like to be. But Sean, to put perspective, he hit like a 20 point something, which is like above like your elite level conditioning, you know. But at this point where we were at 13-4, at that point he was still kind of jogging. It wasn't as much of a sprint to get out, you know. And then I think like there's things that like focusing on the breathing and like trying to get yourself not stressed out and the running form. Doing those three things alone you'll get at least 3 or 4 more laps pretty easily. And then also if you actually train the actual endurance and conditioning aspect, then like yes, we can push for more.
So you're telling me there's a chance, at least a slight one? Will I be able to channel my inner Sean Smart and beat the odds becoming as fit as a soccer player? Who knows? I guess we're gonna have to find out. It will be tough, but nothing actually worth doing is ever easy. Join me every 2 weeks in a new episode as I run, sprint, lift weights, eat healthy, and improve my sleep in the toughest fitness journey of my life. Please like and subscribe so I can keep putting out more episodes of the journey over the course of the off season. I allow you to rejoice in my suffering. My treat. See y'all soon.